press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Healthcare Insights. Today we're going to talk about a very strange topic, the great Indian fairness obsession. So before you continue watching, I want you to hit the pause button in the center, open your browser, open up Google search, type India's obsession with. Surprise, surprise. Fairness and fair skin are right up there, along with I think cricket and gold. So even autofill knows how obsessed we are as a nation with fair skin. Such an irony that we're predominantly a dark-skinned nation vying for fair skin all the time. So let me take you back and tell you how this saga began. This craze with Gorapan is not a recent trend or a fad. It's actually centuries old, and it finds its roots in colonialism. It began with the British Raj, which ended with our independence 74 years ago, which is kind of incidental. Our own little Brexit happened, the Britishers left, but the legacy stayed. White skin became associated with superiority and dark skin with inferiority. And the worst part is that we weren't happy with just white and brown. No. We categorized shades of brown. The Maharajas of our princely states further declassified this system. I could possibly speculate and attribute it to either their Aryan roots, their luxurious lifestyles, the Jing Bang. They remained indoors, had ample nutrition, hydration, and sleep. So I can speculate that they probably weren't victims of tanning, sun exposure, or, they aged slower. Whatever it is, they were a lighter shade of brown, and their evolutionary lighter skin prevailed for generations to come. Now compare them with the masses, the general public. We were more or less an agrarian nation, so most of these people had to work out under the blazing sun to earn a living. And in the process of earning a living, they also earned a darker shade of brown. So you had light brown and dark brown. The caste system only added fuel to this colored fire, and we had fair skin playing a part even amongst the myriad shades of brown. Now this color obsession is so deep-rooted in the Indian psyche, we are so obsessed about it that we've actually carried the legacy forward at various stages in our lives, either knowingly or unknowingly. As Indians, we really took the American animated film Snow White pretty darn seriously. The evil queen and her magic mirror, desirous of being the fairest of them all, that is omnipresent. That is like in every Indian parent ever. Young girls are chided when they wanted to go out and play in the sun or swim or do any outdoorsy activity for that matter. Blatant color prejudice occurs in families, amongst families, between other families, circles, and even society at large. In fact, you won't believe it. I've had mothers who've come in for treating their infant's dark skin as if it's a disease of some sort. It's quite pathetic if you ask me. And Bollywood, has contributed by stereotyping dark-skinned people and throwing around words like Kalia, Kalu, or Kala as if it's like a normal thing to call somebody like that. To make matters worse, a darker skin could have, somebody with darker skin could have sharp features and a great personality, but they would just still be dark. Whereas a white person, white fair skin can have no features and no personality, but they would still be beautiful. So I have one more exercise for you. Open up your newspapers and turn to the classified section page. Under the matrimonial section, I want you to drop the number in the comment box of how many times you see the word fair. It's astounding, isn't it? Parlors will offer you facials and detanning procedures to get you fairer skin. Mothers will apply powders or smear haldi to improve your skin tone. Celebrities will promote the hell out of products that claim to make you fair. The list of desi nuskhe and professional treatments is endless. And don't even get me started on the fairness industry. Yes, there is actually such an industry which exists. It's a whopping 27 crore rupee industry that has dedicated itself only to one cause: making the world a fairer place. Fairness creams are available a dime a dozen for men and for women alike. Their claims could be as simple as improving your skin tone to making your skin 3 shades lighter, with specified timelines and even money-back guarantees thrown in. It's ridiculous if you ask me. And as a dermatologist, I've seen so many side effects, in fact, severe side effects occurring to a lot of these over-the-counter creams, or as we call them, OTCs. both on the skin and inside. This is simply because, unlike registered medicated creams, these OTC products are poorly regulated, and some of them contain potent steroids which can have lasting side effects, or very high concentrations of bleaching agents which are detrimental to the skin and eventually in the long run counterproductive. Having said that, the picture isn't altogether grim right now. Fortunately, the year 2020 has brought with it some slivers of good news. Our understanding of beautiful skin is evolving, and with it, our horizons are expanding and we are becoming more accepting of colors which are not white. A landmark step that led me to speak to you about this was the menace, a prominent company, if you've read the papers, dropped the word fair from its 45-year-old flagship brand to acknowledge finally that one could be lovely without actually being fair. A matchmaking portal, a very famous one, they removed a filtered criteria for skin complexion. The Sudanese supermodel Nyakim Gatwek, inappropriately called the Queen of the Dark, has broken the color barrier to emerge as a true beacon of hope for millions of people with colored skin. Closer home, our dusky Indian beauties have carved a name for themselves in Bollywood as well as Hollywood for that matter, and this is on the basis of sheer talent and craft. Now, this was unimaginable, even 2 decades ago. Even our emojis and emoticons of today, which you find all over, they encompass and accept all color tones. So what is stopping us? And, this is what should propel us forward. We've progressed to a point, fortunately, as a nation where we're a force to reckon with. India is ahead of so many countries in terms of finance, education, military, space research. We're 5th in terms of GDP globally. But this archaic, ancient, coloristic thinking hasn't kept up with our global outlook. And this has to change now. Because, see, after all, in the end, color is literally only skin deep. Until next time, this is Dr. Aseem Sharma, wishing you independence from shadism, colorism, and all forms of discrimination against skin color. Take care.